The purpose of this video is to give you some tips on how to search for and identify good academic material. When logged into Pause Online, clicking on the Library tab, then on the Find Library Resources subheading will open up this page. We're going to briefly go over two search functions available through this page, the USearch function and using databases found in research guides. To start, let's search for a term using USearch. As you can see, USearch is a very broad search tool, nearly 200,000 results for Syrian conflict. USearch covers a lot of different material and displays the source type at the top of the entry. It also notes with this little purple icon whether our source is peer-reviewed and lets us know if we can find it online. A good way you can narrow down your searches is by using the AND function. This tells the search tool to show you results with both terms present. You can also access this through the advanced search tool. For now, let's just search this term. As you can see, by adding in another search term, we've significantly reduced our results. We can also see that our search terms are identified by these yellow underlines in the individual results. We can further narrow our search parameters in the advanced search function, but for now, let's look at a particular result by clicking on its title. This opens a separate page that displays where you can find the particular item online through access provided by the university library. As you can see, this particular item is available from several different places. Let's try this one. In this case, we can see that our access is available because we are signed in through our Pause account. This is why it's important to utilize the search functions available through the university library, as it allows much greater access than simply using ordinary web searches. Not every place you access an item will look the same, though. Generally, you'll find an abstract, which is a short description of the piece placed at or near the beginning, as well as a link to access a PDF version of the document. Let's go back to the Find Library Resources page and check out the Research Guides link. This will open up a page listing research guides for every department in the university. Let's look at the Political Studies Research Guide. As you can see, there are a variety of resources available on the Research Guide page, from links how to properly cite using Chicago style to a list of available courses. Let's click on the link to Finding Journal articles, though. This will show us a variety of search databases that are particularly well suited for finding journal articles relevant to political studies. Academic Search Complete is a very broad but good database, while Scopus focuses more on science and technology research. At the top, we can see Political Science Complete, a database that focuses on subjects most relevant to political and international studies. Just like with the USearch function, you can use various search operators like AND to further narrow down your searches. Let's try using Syria and refugee. As you can see, using this subject-specific database gives us far fewer results than USearch, but the results we do get are more likely to be directly relevant to political and international studies. We can also apply various filters to our results, such as only showing certain source types such as academic journals, or only those sources that are peer-reviewed. Let's try examining the first search result. Here we can find most of the relevant information we need about this source. The authors of the piece are listed, as well as their academic affiliations. Certain keywords applied to the item by both the journal and the author are also listed, as well as where the item was published, important information when citing. An abstract is also found on this page, allowing you to quickly see if it is relevant to your search. If it is, clicking on the Find It button will return you to the university library page. This page lists all the places we can obtain the item through access provided by the university library, just like when we used USearch. With only one option, our choice is easy. On this page, a great deal of information is available. Again, an abstract is presented, giving a short overview of the content of the piece. Our access to the article is provided by the university library, and we can download a PDF copy of the article by clicking on this green button. Source information, such as journal name, volume, issue, page number, title, and author are also clearly stated. This particular layout is standard throughout journals published by Taylor and Francis. There are several of these large publishing companies that operate many journals. One useful feature often available in this layout is the People Also Read function, which displays other articles people looked at when examining this article. Often it's worthwhile to take a look at these, as they're usually relevant to your search. Now that we've briefly covered how to find good academic material, let's go over three main ways to determine which academic materials are more likely to be better than the others. First off, if a piece is peer-reviewed, that means it has been checked through a process of anonymous review by other academics prior to publishing to ensure its quality. A piece that is peer-reviewed is more likely to be of higher quality than a non-peer-reviewed source. Secondly, some pieces of academic material are more influential in a field of study than others. Generally, the more influential a piece is, the more likely it is that we can trust its findings, as many other academics have found it to be of high quality. One way to see how influential a piece is to see how many times it has been cited by other pieces of published work. This information is available for entries on most search databases. Finally, the credentials of both the journal and the author are important to consider. Is the author associated with a legitimate academic institution? Is the journal published by a reliable publisher? It's important to consider this, as there are certain journals which accept cash payments for publishing articles with either shoddy or non-existent peer review. These predatory journals may seem legitimate at first glance, but the articles they publish cannot be trusted in the same way as articles in proper academic journals. A way to ascertain if a journal is legitimate is by checking the journal's website for information on the editorial staff and publishing guidelines. Proper journals will provide information on the academic credentials of their editors as well as the peer review process each article undergoes before publishing.